I think it's interesting that you started off by talking about the number of stocks that are actually down 10+% in the S&P through the year, because I've been coming on your network for a while this year, telling folks to diversify away from that FANG trade that everybody is buying that dip. Once again, we saw it Black Friday. All of a sudden, the market's down. Everybody buys back the dip, and the following day, the market's back up, and we're likely to be on the same course today looking at the futures versus yesterday. And what we've been telling clients is there's no way that the FANG trade continues to push and push and push the way that it has, say, for Apple, which you just kind of alluded to, which I heard someone say on your network yesterday, has kind of become its own asset class all of a sudden overnight. But we've been telling people that this is the reason we preach diversification, because there's so many companies that are having their own corrections underneath the surface that if you were to just try and pick the 5 best winners out of the S&P, you're likely to pick the wrong ones based on what has happened in history and just trying to stick with the same names.
Well, it is. I think, Malcolm, it is that people, when people don't know what to do, and that's just not in the market perspective, it's kind of in life. When they don't know what to do, they default to what they know, right? Kind of the psychologists will tell us that. And so when they don't know what's going on in the market, what do? Well, they buy Apple. Maybe not all the FANG stocks, but they buy Apple. You think there is a smarter, more tactical approach. It's not look at what's going to happen next week. It's what's going to happen next year or in 2023. And you think healthcare is going to be a big theme, particularly a name like a United Health.
Certainly. We think the healthcare sector is right now sitting on a lot of pent up demand. If you think about the advancements that have been made through COVID, through the wreckage that is COVID-19 in the last 18 months or so, where all of these companies have stepped on the gas pedal with increasing their research in biopharmaceuticals, even telemedicine's been pulled forward by a few years, if not a decade. Like, we see so much opportunity there that has been untapped thus far. And these companies are going to get an opportunity to repurpose a lot of those same technologies that they created to fight COVID. They'll get a chance to figure out a way to monetize those in 2022 and beyond, rather than having to sell that to the U.S. government at cost like they have in the last couple of years.